Hi, my name is Bluseke, but you can call me Blue. I'm an experienced marketing professional with a Harvard diploma in disruptive strategy. My expertise lies in successfully conceptualizing, developing, and implementing innovative marketing campaigns and projects to drive market impact and expansion for a variety of industries and clients. Additionally, my established ability to direct and motivate teams to achieve success allows me to make a dynamic and profitable impact to organizations. I'm here today to share my knowledge and understanding of the market we live in today, and I hope it simplifies your way of doing business. Welcome to the web series called The Marketing Mix. So let's get right into it. What exactly is a marketing mix in general, away from the name of the web series? So the traditional marketing mix included the 4 P's of marketing, which is product, price, placement, and promotion. These have evolved over time, of course. Now looking at 7 P's, 11 P's, 12 P's, and so on. But what they were measurable facts or company-centric tactics that could be emphasized or de-emphasized individually to form a customized value proposition, which is what you hear being termed as the CVP. So CVP is basically your customer value proposition. And what it is if you're a customer and you're getting value and you're giving cash, that particular value that you're getting is your CVP. If you're a business and you are giving value to a customer in exchange for cash, what you're giving the customer as value is the customer's CVP. Pretty simple, but I know in terms of marketing terminologies, they tend to complicate that. But I'd like us to move away from the 4 P's and get into the 6 C's. The new school, 6 C's, on the other hand, are the cool new ways of marketing, cool new ways of the marketing mix, which focuses on the consumer as opposed to you're looking at your 4 P's. This actually focuses directly on the consumer. And they include contact, connect, conversation, consideration, consumption, and of course, community. And I'd like us to move away from the P's and get into the C's, and this is how we're going to do it. So before we get into moving away from P's to C's and how we move and what does it mean to actually break down the C's, the 6 C's, and embed them into our way of doing business, our way of life, I'd like us to take 2 things into consideration. One is it's not enough for consumers to be aware of your product or service. You must establish a connection with them through meaningful contact, and that contact should establish dialogue. That's one. 2, the marketing that we are exposed to today, whether online, TV, newspaper, class as well, is from the Western world. What I'm doing is bringing pieces together that would form the marketing mix from a Zambian's perspective, from an African's perspective. It's quite a lot to cover, one light, because we're looking at from product development to taking your product into the market to maturing your product. So many aspects that we're actually looking into, but quite a lot to cover, but don't worry, I'll break it down piece by piece in this web series. And yeah, so let's get straight into it. Welcome to the Marketing Mix. So let's get into the first topic, and I'm going to entitle this topic Research. And in this topic, I would encourage everyone, every business out there, existing, new, old, to actually conduct research and to invest in research. There are a lot of times, a lot of companies think, okay, I'm too small in order for me to actually do my research. That's where it actually should start. If you're a small business and you haven't yet had your product or service out there in the market, start by knowing your clientele, start by knowing your market, see what gaps there are in the market that you're able to then fulfill. See what value you can add. Remember we spoke about proposition and your CVP earlier on. So see what CVP would actually be suitable for that particular market. And research, yes, can be expensive depending on how you treat it, but that does not mean that you should not conduct research. The cost of research should not stop you because there's many ways of doing research. So if you're looking at starting a company, for example, or starting an idea, a concept and everything, there's so many online channels that actually exist today, even just something as simple as Facebook. You can really ask someone or put up a question. I've seen so many questions people asking, ask me something today. You really be asking your people what they think of this particular product, what they think about this particular service, what gaps there are in the market. You may not get to 20,000 in terms of the reach, but you get to a good enough number to understand what's actually going on. If your market is suited for the low-end mass market, feel free to actually go to rural areas, see what gaps they actually have, speak to them, conduct your own research, write them down, type them out, see what gaps there actually are, and then start to fulfill those gaps. And when you do develop your product or service, always invest in research and development as well. Your R&D is actually very key. Big companies in the US, the West, Europe, and so on actually invest heavily in R&D because they believe that each and every day they're making their product better. That's what keeps them at that competitive edge. That's what keeps their competition guessing. That's what keeps them profitable. So research is very important, but not only research, but your research and development is also key.